Welcome to another edition of the ISB podcast. I'm your host, Sahil, here with Roycito. That, of course, means we're covering another day of Copa America. And Roy, it's pretty hot out here. I'm actually sweating like the players on the field in Copa America. Some people, are not doing so well on the field during the Copa America matches.
That was terrifying. The referee, what was it? The fourth referee from
Yeah,
Guatemala who just dropped
yeah,
on the field. That gave me some flashbacks to some other incidents in the Euro not too long ago. But yeah, terrifying. It's very hot. I think that game was close to 90 degrees Fahrenheit.
yeah.
And it's uncomfortable for a lot of these guys. A lot of these guys are used to playing in cold old England. They're playing in other parts of Europe. They're playing in the depths of South America. So,
Yeah,
yeah, this is different. This is
yeah.
very different from a lot of the guys.
Especially for some of the Canadians, right? But
Yeah.
so okay, Roy, I know you're a proud Peruvian fan out there, but this was kind of a odd match because Canada didn't really do a lot in the first half, and then there was of course the moment of the red card.
It was heartbreaking. Araujo, listen, the Peruvians are tough. The Peruvians are warriors. They play with coraje. They're always fighting. They are tremendously strong willed. But that oftentimes, when you don't have the talent, which this team, position by position, does not have the talent to do very well in a tournament like this. So if you have that strong will, you have that coraje, as we say in Spanish, the
Yeah,
warrior like mentality, but not the skill set, you get things like what happened today, which is the headbutt that should have been a red card. So Peru should have been down a player in the first half. And then you get Araujo's tackle, which was a clear red on
yeah,
Schaffelberg. And it was shocking that he initially got a yellow. That looked like a straight red immediate, but
100. Yeah,
VAR corrected that. And it's a shame because that lost the game for Peru. Peru was the better team
yeah,
until that moment. And even
yeah,
after that moment, they were the better team. It took a little while for Canada to get their gear because Canada was terrible for most of
yeah.
that game.
So that's what I
Oh,
wanted to talk to you about because it was strange because at the end of the match, it looked like it was 11v11 because Peru was trying. You saw Guerrero, the 40-year-old Guerrero, like,
Guerrero.
making moves, do that kind of thing.
Yep.
Cueva as well. And I was looking around like, does Canada, are they up a man? Because this something ain't right here.
Yeah. I mean, part of it, I was a little confused by their tactics. I suspect one, it didn't look like Jesse Marsh tactics at all at any
Yeah.
point of the game. They had absolutely no possession in the entire first half. It was all Peru. They created no chances whatsoever. Alfonso Davies wasn't anywhere to be seen. Neither was Laren. Neither was Jonathan David. It was a very disappointing performance and not a signature Jesse Marsh tactical system. But even after going down a man, Peru was by far the better team. Then there was a small stretch. What was it, 15, 20 minutes where
Yeah.
Canada got in the groove. It's when Schaffelberg came on. When
Yeah.
Schaffelberg came on, that guy was the player of the game. What a phenomenal player he is.
Yeah.
Uh, I'd be surprised if he makes it through the rest of the MLS season without a team in Europe picking him up.
Yeah. Yeah. He did. You're right. He did change the game. And obviously, he did because that's where the red card came from as well.
That's
Um,
very true.
yeah. But so it's interesting. Okay. Like Peru moving forward. Let's start with Peru. Where do they go from here?
Well, they have to win their last game.
Which is
So,
against Argentina.
but that we'll talk about the Argentina game in a little bit. That late goal
Yeah.
might have saved Peru because I don't know if Argentina is going to play Messi in the last game. I would be surprised if they play Messi in the
Okay.
last game.
Yeah.
Um, they don't have that intense pressure to win
Yeah.
anymore because they're through
Right.
regardless.
Right.
So maybe they'll take it easy on Peru.
Okay.
And Peru are
Okay.
their brothers. Peru and Argentinians, they are united for life. There could be a little friendship in this last game to help Peru out. I wouldn't mind it.
Okay. Okay. And one quick note before we finish on Canada. Obviously, Canada's going to go to a straight shot with Chile in the last match, and they're going to need a better performance than this, right, Roy?
Yeah, I didn't think they were very good. I thought the only player that played well was Schaffelberg. He had that beautiful assist,
Yeah.
and just the entire game he was a threat. But it was tepid, man.
Yeah.
Words were ineffective. Alfonso Davies was ineffective.
Yeah.
Uh, Spence was shaky. It was just very poor performance from Canada. They're very fortunate to have 4 points after 2 games.
Yeah, and Maxime Crepeau had to bail him out again in this match, against a 10-man team. So
Yeah.
it's crazy. All right,
Yeah,
now
yeah.
shifting over to Argentina. Roycito. Look at this fair weather fan just like
What happened?
taking off the Peruvian losing jersey and putting on the
What happened?
Argentine winning one.
I didn't take anything off. I've been here just recording with you, Sahil.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, I need to go to the optometrist, man. Must be
It's your
must be time
lighting,
for the
man. You
must be
gotta
time for
fix your
must be time for the optometrist.
You need to head over to the optometrist, my friend. You're not seeing
Yeah.
right. Yeah, this
Yeah.
jersey is blue and white.
Yeah,
Were you
yeah.
seeing a different color?
I don't know. I'm not going to get into it. But as everyone knows, it's Roycito, a resident Peruvian Argentine. He actually is authentic in both. So I'll allow that. If it was Jimmy from Arkansas who's doing the same thing, I think we'd have a problem with it.
We would have some problems, yes.
Yeah. So, okay, Roy, you talked about before the tournament started that Chile Argentina is a war, right? Did this live up to the expectation?
It did. It did. It was intense from start to finish. It was violent. It was some of those tackles, man, were excruciating tackles. Um, It was war, man. It was war. I was happy that it didn't get to the point of, players, kinda like the Argentina-Netherlands game in the World
Yeah.
Cup. It didn't
Yeah.
get to that point where, players were ready to throw fists. They were kicking the balls at each other's faces, but it was intense, and what kept Chile in the game was what I mentioned to you last time. It's take a different level when they're playing against Argentina. Happened in the 2015 Copa America final, happened in the 2016 Copa America final, and it happened today. They just rise to a different level. On paper, they shouldn't have played as well as they did today. It's not like they dominated or anything, but they held their own. They defended for their lives. They even attacked. They could have had like 2 goals
Yeah.
if not for some epic Emi Martinez saves. But it was a hell of a match, man. I was on the edge of my seat. I was biting my nails. That was a tough one.
Yeah. Just one point on the goal that happened. Of course, is Lautaro again. He seems to like that
Once again,
88th minute. That seems to be his minute. But offside? Yes, no.
that was that was a crazy one. I mean, the goalkeeper, the defender, and Lautaro were all on the line, right on the goal line. I think it's that hard to figure out. No, um, no, they're all in line with each other. I don't think it was offside, and the goal was gorgeous. Um, Now I was telling my wife, had that not counted, and then they missed that goal in the what was it like the 90th minute where Di Maria passes it square and then
Yeah, yeah,
Claudio
yeah,
Bravo comes back running and saves it off the line. Can you imagine if the game was 0-0 at that point and they
yeah,
missed that chance?
yeah,
Can you Oh, I just thought of
yeah,
that. I lived that moment in my head and I almost cried. But
yeah,
yeah, I'm gonna say no on offside. It's one of those things that could go either way. It's one of those things where it's so a matter of a millimeter that
yeah,
I think that's just stupid. I think it's
yeah,
stupid that the offside rule is going to be measured to the amoeba level, to the cell level in the future. It's absolutely ridiculous. We need to cut this out.
yeah.
Good goal.
Okay. All right. How about the performance as a whole?
I thought Argentina looked great. They didn't have a shot on goal for, what was it, 65, 70 minutes,
Yeah,
but they dominated. They looked good doing it. Messi looked good. The team was united. It's probably the cleanest performer in Copa America. If
yeah,
you watch all these teams, everyone looks a bit sloppy. Everyone looks
yeah,
like they haven't played together for a while. Argentina looks on it.
yeah,
The thing is that Chile just defended so incredibly well, but once the floodgates opened and they started really attacking and taking their shots, it was so dominant. It was such a dominant performance. But kudos to Chile for keeping it so tight, man. That was
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. So okay, Argentina's through now at this point in time, and they're probably going to top the group. So now Chile Canada, that's going to be like we said, it's going to be a tough match, and like you said, maybe Argentina will help out the brothers from Peru.
I hope so. I think the big storyline to keep on top of is Messi. What is going to happen to Messi? He was pulled out of the game for a couple minutes, tending to it looked like a growing injury, some kind of muscular injury, which is what has kept him out for a lot of games for Inter Miami.
Yeah.
So this is how Messi has been for Miami. It's been little nagging muscular injuries. It's never been a hard tackle that gets him out. It's things like this. So let's keep our fingers crossed. I wouldn't be mad if he skips the Peru game, but let's hope and see that this isn't something that's going to keep him out for several weeks.
Yeah, it's interesting as you look. Obviously, it's who they're gonna play. A lot to be determined. We'll know more later. But there's gonna be some tough matches, right? Just how Chile played a tough match. There's gonna be other tough matches that they're gonna have to deal with. So,
Yeah, man.
moving
There's
forward.
some tremendous teams in this Copa America. There's um, Colombia looks fantastic.
Yeah,
Uruguay looks powerful.
yeah.
USA, let's see. Let's
Let's
see
see.
what they come out with against Panama and Uruguay, but they look good enough the first game.
And of
Not good
course,
enough
yeah.
to compete against Argentina, though.
Well, in
But
Argentina, first things first, they'll have to take care of who they get from Group B, and so we'll see how
we'll see.
that nets out. So, as if you're enjoying the car coverage of Copa America, please subscribe to the channel. Another great day ahead of us. Some exciting stuff, of course, for all you Mexico fans. Another day of Mexico out there in the Copa America. So, as I always say, Roy is very happy today because he got to see both his teams play, and he was 1 for 2, which that's not bad, 50%. So
Not bad, man. Not
so
bad.
yeah, all of you out there, keep watching Copa America. Vamos Copa America.
Vamos, vamos, Argentina y vamos, Perú.